Okay, here we go. I'm in the active effects because this guy is going to be a follower of the Magna-Ge. But as you can see right now, he's a follower of Kinnereth because we cannot choose the Magna-Ge. Magna-Ge, maybe. Otherwise it sounds like I'm referring to gays, which is not a problem at all, of course, but the singular actually is Magna-Get. Yeah, so Magna-Ge, I suppose, like the verb to be. Magna-Ge, maybe. I always think that it has more of a Germanic influence, like the Nords, right? They are like Scandinavian inspired. But then the whole of the Elder Scrolls has a mix of all kinds of cultures, so who knows. The Magna-Ge, as we shall call them now, are like the children of Magnus, right? The god of magic and the author of the world. And when he left this plane of existence for Ethereum or Aetherius, his children, the Magna-Ge, followed him, and while Magnus is leaving, created the sun as a whole into the world of Aetherius. The Magna-Ge created the stars, right? And so it's the light of Aetherius that we see through them, but they made small holes because they were just like small children, and so they left this world, but the stars are our connection with them. They have an altar high up on a mountain somewhere in Skyrim, but it's fairly inaccessible, so we'll need a trick to get up there. Plus, it's not offered as a starting choice when we create a new character. For a Nord, like this guy is, we get the usual Akatos, Talos, Mara, and so on, and Kinnereth. So why have I chosen Kinnereth? Because as a follower of Kinnereth, we have 10% increased speed, which is fairly good and helpful. And also it, explore new locations, which is exactly what we want to do. So there's that. We also started out with the Steedstone. So I'm using Skyrim Unbound, right? On Skyrim Unbound Reborn as an alternative starting mod. And you get a choice of a starting stone, but yeah. So the Steedstone is good because again, increase movement speed and generate stamina faster out of combat. And that's also good for moving around quickly. So, and we have more carry weight, and it adds random nearby landmarks to the map, but undiscovered. So we can't fast travel, but we know where they are. We have an armor rating of exactly 0. And we are a Nord, and as a Nord we get 25% frost resistance. Avatar adds 50% while active. Avatar is something we can achieve after some point doing fights, I suppose. We'll see about that. And we get the Purge. After every 10 levels, for 3 times, we get a choice of a race to be more effective against. And of course, as a Nord, the logical choice is to be more effective against elves in general. And we have the Warrior's Heart, which means that as we are losing health, our damage increases by up to 40%. So that is also nice and helpful. And our guy here, well, he's standing in the sunlight, so his skin is like glowing, but Our guy is called Isbrand. And he's got level 2 because of one of the mods I'm using adds an extra level at the very start. I'm not sure if it's Skyrim Unbound or... Anyway, and you see he has 0 magicka, and he actually has a -1000 magicka debuff. Which means he can't cast any spells, and he wants to be a wizard. So yeah, that's a problem. He is inclined to magic, but in his past he lost the ability to cast spells, which is why he is wielding staves. We have one perk to increase. We should probably put it in speech or in alchemy. Yeah, we are not using any armor. We might pick up light armor, I thought, for this character, but I'm trying to avoid that. The problem, of course, is he can't cast any flesh spells either. So if we get the ability to make scrolls with like oak flesh and so on, that would be helpful. If not, we might consider light armor in like the medium stage of this build, but we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely do one-handed because we're a sword-wielding guy. And we're not going to use any smithing, but we have honed metal, so we can ask NPC blacksmiths to do something for us. We are going to invest heavily in enchanting, because that is what the Magna-Ge are about. I should actually read what it is in A Winter Sun. They're at the bottom. Okay, so the tenets of the Magna-Ge are create enchanted items. So we will be, or our Isbrand will be an enchanter. Explore new locations, pray only outdoors at night. High elves and those skilled in alteration are most deserving of our favor. Well, we're definitely not a high elf, we're definitely not skilled in alteration. So yeah, there's that. But creating enchanted items, that will be a core feature of this build. And then as a follower, we get the blessing of gaining weapon charge. So 5 points per second, our weapons, our enchanted weapons, are recharging even without any perks specific to that. So that is very nice. Like I said, I think I'm going to put this first point in alchemy, because that will be our money maker, and we have a little money, and yeah, we're just wearing simple red robes and boots, not enchanted, but we do have a few staffs, especially staff staves is both okay. Staves is probably more correct, but people think it's weird, and so do I, so I'm changing it to staffs quite a bit, which isn't really wrong, but yeah. This is also a core part of our build, and it makes certain things easier, a lot easier, but well, because, well, let's go back into the backstory a bit of Isbrand. He is a Nord, but he comes from a family that had some wizards some generations back, and Isbrand found this staff somewhere in the family home, and found out that you can actually use it, and there is like a secret space inside, which is like a home. So that's what he's going to be using. Actually, we should probably just use that. Move into the staff. And then, ta-da! We are here. In our home. Our portable home. Which is very weird. See up there? Yeah, okay. So here we have a chest, we have an alchemy lab, and some more stuff here. We have a cooking pot, and we have a statue of Dubella, but it's not a shrine. It doesn't actually do anything, unfortunately. But it's pretty. And then, if we go through that, we're suddenly at the other side from where we were before, see? So it's a very neat little home. We have a nice desk there, we have a bed which gives the well-rested bonus, and we have an arcane enchanter. Now through here we go into another room which has the smithing stations, but we're not going to be using that. So yeah, we're gonna like pretend that that is locked and the key has been lost or something, I don't know. But we should take a quick nap, so we get the well-rested bonus. It doesn't show that for some reason, but it is here. And yeah. That was weird. Okay. So obviously, like any good lord, he did have some magic capabilities growing up. But where are we? Where are we going? We should be going the other way around to Solitude. So, yeah, growing up, he did have some magic capabilities. He learned some simple fire spell. But then at some point, he was out in the wilderness and he got caught in the ice, in a crack, in a glacier or something. And he was trying to burn his way out, but that, of course, was not successful. He could have burned down the whole glacier. So night fell, and he was looking at the stars and imploring the Magna-Ge to help him. And he promised he would never again use fire spells. And he actually offered up his magical, his capability to regenerate magicka. So there was a miracle, and he was like freed from the glacier, but without the ability to cast any more spells at all. So, and then, yeah, he found this staff, and he said, well, maybe I can use staves and frost magic instead of fire. So, that is a bit of backstory. Now, he was on a ship, he was from one of the islands or something, and he got into a disagreement with one of the people on the boat, and he was summarily dropped here at the coast before they even got to Solitude. It's like, no, we don't want you on board any longer, you take care of yourself. And so here he is in the wilderness. And oops, that's the wrong button. So we have some snowberries here. See, there is the sea, cold and icy, but yeah, he doesn't really feel the cold. He is an icy character. So we're going to be doing some alchemy, so we're getting some ingredients. And there is a ship there. That could be interesting, right? Let's just get a quick save here so we don't have to start all over again, just in case this ends badly. And look there, some death spell. Death spell's good. Spiky grass. Should we investigate this ship or dainty sload? Hello there. Anybody here? We're not exactly welcome here, it seems. Okay, we're leaving. Let's get all the ingredients. Oh, nerd. Oh, Horker. Yeah, no, we will stay out of your way. But this is usually good for some, whatchamacallit, Nordic barnacle, more workers, and a lighthouse. And there is Solitude, and we should go there instead of being eaten by horkers. And while it is dawn, it's getting darker and starting to snow. Oh, canis root, very useful. A dead rabbit. More Tapidella. Yeah, I guess this is not quite the right place for Nordic barnacle. Clams, nah, not useful. Another nerve root. Good that we came this way. Interesting landscape. But we need to go back to the coast there. Trying to avoid that walker. Ah, here. Yeah, but it's like we can't, for some reason, grab that. There. And this one? Nope. There is nowhere where we can grab it. Okay. More Tapinella. We'll grab that. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, I have a sword. See, there is no blue from the Magna-Ge there at the bottom. And there will never be. Well, there should never be any. Okay, let's put that sword away for now. More Tapinella. Ooh, nightshade. And let's make our way over to the city. Well, that was a very short snowfall period, which is good. Clay. Nay. More Tapinella. Absolutely very useful. Hi, nice backstory. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. And does he get any buffs? Well, he already has like these staves. That is quite a bit. So using alchemy and enchanting, yes, but not from spells. We will be able to make scrolls as well. I've actually almost never used scrolls, maybe 5 times in all these years of playing Skyrim. That's just something I usually ignore because spells are more powerful. But we have the Magical College of Winterhold mod, which offers spell creation from spell tomes. So, and then within the Vocrinator perk overhaul, we get in the enchanting tree here we get Last Words, and it has 3 levels, which makes scrolls more powerful and longer lasting as we level up in enchanting. And there is Secret Keeper, that when we have a staff equipped in our left hand, our physical attacks in the right hand deal more damage, and the other way around, when the staff is equipped in the right hand, our spells and scrolls, well in our case scrolls, in the left hand will be 25% more effective. So that's definitely something we want to try. So yeah, that's what we're going for with this build. So basically it was also known as a Gandalf build, right? Let's give him a staff. Right? Staff and sword. Wizardy thingy with as well dirty white robe. So that's the idea, more or less. Is he regretful, bitter of his sacrifice? No, because that was his literally lifesaver, so it was definitely worth it. It just means that doing magic is, well, it needs some more creativity, right? It's a bit harder maybe, but it also makes him immune to like spells that prevent magicka from regenerating and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a blessing and a curse, I assume. Okay, here we need to become friends with the farm. So we'll sell her a potato.
You can always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
Yes. How about some potatoes?
Honest pay for honest work. Good day.
Good day to you. So now we are friends. We want those leeks. We are friends with the farm, which means we can pick up, well, we already could, but we can also pick up stuff from inside. Carrots especially are needed for beef stew, because he's a sword wielding, like, what do you call it? He's not a spell sword, he's not a battle mage. Either way,
A fine day to you.
for using his sword, it's...
Hello, friend.
Hello. It's helpful to have some stamina buffs.
Oh, wow. That was just sitting there? I wish I found it first.
Well, if you had looked first, you would have found it. You're cooking. Okay. Let me take... No, not the gourd. The rock warbler egg. And I also have a mod, like a cooking overhaul mod that makes food more useful. So some of this food is very good for restoring health. We're not gonna make elsewhere fondue because Magicka doesn't help us anything. Alright, garlic. Okay, I'll take this then. I wanted beef.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Have a seat, will you?
How about I do some cooking? No? Okay. Minor healing, always good. The garlic here, that's what we came for. And the wheat. And carrots. Okay. So yeah, overall he is a bit short-tempered maybe. But he's not really regretful about his sacrifice. He's not discontent with his place in life. Venison is good. These are good. Beef, venison. And here they're also cooking. What's
Looking
up?
for a horse? You'll want to talk to my father, Guy.
Okay, no. I want the meat, basically. We don't have money for a horse, but since we're friends with the farm, we can borrow a horse. Wow. 500. Septimus. That's not a bad haul. Okay. Are you done there, or can we use this?
I grew up tending some of these horses. They're almost family.
Right.
When I was a boy. Yes?
I want to use the cooking pot. Is that okay? Oops. Sorry.
Oh, did you need something?
Yeah, I needed this cooking pot. See? Raw venison. That is 1 health and 1 stamina per second for 12 minutes. And beef stew, 2 stamina per second. And rabbit haunch is just a lightweight healing potion. And we could even do this, but let's keep some ingredients for later. That we need. Let's take these. We're good, we're good. We're good. Wasn't there a fly amanita somewhere here? Yeah. But yeah, he's proud, so he's gonna show the world that he can be a wizard, even if he can't use Magicka. What might these guys have?
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you?
How do you figure I'm your friend? We haven't met before.
Take a look.
But show me your goods. Great Sword of Doom. They're selling silver arrows, but we're not going to be using bows. this eventually will be useful because we are gonna be using some shouts later on. If I remember, I looked in dragons for level 25. Okay, nothing really useful for us. Do we have something we want to get rid of? This wooden plate we can take off us for free. Nothing really, right? Okay, I think we're done.
Your road lead you to warm sands.
Yeah, and yours. Okay. Any butterflies? It's a sunny day. There should be butterflies here. Well, I guess they haven't woken up yet. I mean, it is early, right? It's, well, no, 11. No, they haven't come out.
They can't hurt Uncle Rog here. Tell them he didn't
Oh,
do it.
but they can.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor!
Get on with
You
it!
should tell her that her uncle is scum.
You
who betrayed his
betrayed
high
us.
king. Best she know now, Admiral.
You're all hard.
Rog there. You helped Ulf.
No.
Stormcloak escaped the city after he murdered High King Torin.
Now
By
can we
opening
get
that
them?
gate
Yes.
for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Thorin. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
They really don't like him.
On this day, I go to Solitude.
Lavender is one of our key ingredients for our merchandise. At least early on. Blue mountain flower, lavender, and hanging moss is a good potion, like medium value, with easy to get ingredients. Can we catch this one? I guess it's just too high. And there are plenty of these around Solitude. Dragonstone is also good with fly amanita and more tapinella, but those ingredients are slightly harder to get. Of course, there's plenty more tapinella around Riverwood, where we haven't been yet, and Dragonstone around Kynes Grove. I wanted this one. Yeah, I see like a ghost of the flower we just picked. That is weird. First time I'm seeing that. Yeah, I guess we should go here into the catacombs. Sneaky, sneaky. Not sure who owns this place, but apparently they do mind if we pick this. Though we won't get any hired thugs, but we would get arrested by the city guards. So we just need to do this sneakily. And yes, because I have better harvest, that mod, I'm getting more than one per grab, which I think is more realistic. It also means I have to spend less time gathering ingredients. Oh, we're being watched. Yeah, there are some creatures in here. Right? Ah, yes, I have interesting NPCs, and there is this girl here. So we need to make sure she doesn't see us, because for some reason she will tell the city guards that we're doing something illegal. Luckily, she isn't very interested in us. And she has already taken care of these skeletons. Not that they're much of a challenge anyway, but it helps. This is her usual place where she's leaning against that pillar. Which means we can't really take those without her seeing us, as our sneak skills are low still. Because apart from this bit of appropriating government property, we want to be an upstanding citizen. Eastbound wants to be, that is.